Let's get it. There we go. Mic check. Good there. Let y'all catch up. Catch up, master. Let's go. It's a snowstorm outside. I know y'all ain't doing nothing. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Wait till there we go. Alright. Instagram, we popping. TikTok, we popping. Facebook, we popping. You know, it's a snowstorm. What better place to be than with me? Come on with it. Come on with it. Let y'all get on. We got a lot to talk about. We gonna freestyle tonight. I don't think I'm gonna just talk about something, particular. We gonna let it ride. Whatever come to mind, come to mind. How about that? Take this down a tad bit. There we go. I like that. What's up, Felicia? Come on, let's keep it going. Let's get it going. Where my Instagram crew at? Okay. Facebook, y'all in the building. YouTube in the building. User whoever in the building. Alright. We gonna get it together. Let me go ahead. Let me start this podcast. So that's about enough right there to get to get it going. I know it looked crazy when I did a live. I can't hear the drops, so it probably looked crazy, but it's actually music coming through these headphones. It's the intros coming through. What's up, Tina? Let's get it. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, homies and homettes, children, babies, creatures of all kind, what it do, what it do. Welcome to another version of Man vs. Machine. Like I said, it's live, so we just gonna, it's a snowstorm. I don't know where y'all at, but it's supposed to be, 7 to 9 inches or something like that. It didn't seem like that when I was outside a second ago. It was a little slick. But what better place to be than with me during a snowstorm? So I was gonna talk about something directly, but I think we're gonna let a lot of stuff ride. It's a lot of stuff been going on. Like I said, I was down. What's up, China? What's up, King? For the last 2 weeks, had the super flu, which is crazy. I didn't even catch COVID, but I caught the freaking super flu. It had me down bad for about 2 weeks. It would come over, it would go. I think I was cool, then I wasn't, and I messed myself up because I knew what to do, but I know like normally my immune system is so good that I just if it's something bad, I catch it for a day and I'll be back rocking. But not this shit. It was crazy. They tried to take a brother out. I've been telling y'all too much good stuff, so they tried to get me up out of there. What's going on, Latoya? What's going on? There we go. What's going on? Y'all popping in now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, go ahead, hit the like, tap the screen so we can get more people on here real quick. We got a lot to talk about. It's a lot going on. And like I said, I ain't. What's up, poetic justice? I'm not gonna go into the topic I was gonna just talk about immediately. I'm gonna let it freestyle. We're gonna let it marinate on the lives. That's what I think I'm starting on the lives. I ain't been really just straight recording. I just been going live with y'all, just giving y'all direct, like how God gave it to me. Um, uh, it's a lot going on, man. The Minnesota with ice, that is nuts. I don't even. What can I say? I told y'all. I told y'all. Y'all see now what I think America is seeing. It's not white or black. It's just the demons versus the good people. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot. It might be shocking to white folks that they attacking y'all how they've been attacking black folks and other races for a while. But you guys see that the end game is not about what your skin color is. The end game is about good versus evil, and that's just strictly what it is. So what you're seeing in Minnesota with these agents, what you're seeing with this administration, I gotta be careful what I say on here because I be wanting to tell y'all what's up, Samuel. What's up, Golden? What's up, Shir? What's up, Serga? Okay, what's up, baby? What's up, Easy? Um, I be wanting to say certain things, but I gotta watch how I say it. So the machine, the government, the political parties, the principalities of wickedness in high places. You can say the devil, you can say the fallen, you can say the watchers, you can say the Nephilim. Depends how what you really know, how woke you really are. Um, like I said, I gotta watch what I'm saying because now it even it attacks the algorithm attacks me when I say certain things. So I gotta be careful what I say. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say the unit of what they're using to do this SS type work out here. What's up, Ghost Rider? Um, what's up, Imani? I'm not even gonna say the name of the unit that they're using right now to do this, just basically SS type work. So we're just gonna call them the cubes, and we know what cubes are, ICE. So the Cube Enforcement Agency. So what y'all seeing is it shouldn't be shocking to you guys when y'all see this. What's up, Brittany? It shouldn't be shocking to you guys when y'all see this. This is it's written in stone. If you ever picked up a Bible, if you ever picked up a Quran, if you ever picked up a Torah, if you ever picked up, it's a lot of books that talk about this. So what you're seeing uh, uh, is the end game being unveiled, right? And as I told y'all before, lots of times it's not about your skin color. It's not about uh, your status. It's really about good and evil. And you're seeing that now. And you're seeing the agents of these. Ooh, I like that. What's up, Gracie? What's going on? Make them know what's going on. What you're seeing is them doing the end game. But what you also see is people waking up. And I think they thought people were a lot more asleep than what they were. And what's up, Oliver? I think they thought people were a lot more asleep than what they were, and they're getting a rebuttal. But what we have to understand is you can march, you can sing, you can hold hands, you can kumbaya, but they're meeting people with force, right? They're meeting people with force, and the only way to contradict force is by force. So the things that you're seeing with this administration, um, just complete thugging. Basically, it's no way I could even put it anywhere else. The violations of all types of laws, all types of treaties, what you're just seeing, and it's crazy because a lot of the things that you've seen that was done, the same. It's nothing that they're doing in this administration that wasn't done in other administrations. It's just not being done covertly anymore. They're just covertly anymore. So what y'all seeing is they're not doing it behind your backs. They're just doing it straight in your face. And I think that's a shock to a lot of people. What's going on, Anita? What's going on, Jamil, Mark, L. Payton? What's good with y'all? What's up, Stephanie? So what y'all seeing and it's not just Minnesota. It's all these other places. It's gonna be this whole country. What y'all are seeing is the shock really effect is it's not convert no more. There, you just saw them take a whole president from another country and pretty much abducted him, which is against all types of laws, and no one's done or said anything. Right? That's completely illegal. But the same thing that happened to Maduro happened to in Libya, that happened in Iraq. So it's just, and you guys get to see how the mainstream media when you saw that woman slaughtered on TV, you saw the guy today slaughtered on TV. You saw the guy the other day. It was 3 killings now with the Cube Enforcement Agency. Um, what you're seeing is just like they're not hiding it anymore, right? You have what should I call him? So I don't make the algorithm reject what I'm trying to say. You see, y'all want to call him what the we call him the Cheeto. You want to see the Don? Let's just call him that. We'll call him Mr. You Fired. Mr. You Fired doesn't hide anything. He just says what he wants to say. His rhetoric is crazy. He took the text messages from the French president and just exposed them on social media, which was supposed to be a private conversation. Humiliated guy. Told the British troops, got even Prince Harry and Prince Henry, Prince William up in arms. Talked about the troops that helped them, and he's bashing them. He says what he wants to say. So what you guys are seeing now is the end game, but you're seeing it in 3D. And I think what it is shocking to people. Is like, wow, they don't care. Well, they never cared. It's like I said, what he did to Maduro, he just said, you just watched him go over there and kill this person or abduct this person, but you watched them do the same thing time and time again, right? And you see the media now when they slaughtered that woman the other day and that guy today, and you see administration just make excuses and lies for it, but they've been doing that for hundreds of years from the inception of this. The inception of this country, I would say, since the beginning, right? But they milked it down, and people believe the lies. Why do people believe the lies, right? So it's that you believe the lies because it wasn't you. Now it is you. They're not killing just black people anymore and making up a scenario. They're killing white folks and making up scenarios too, right? So you see, nothing's changed. It's just the shock and awe. What's up, Supermom? What's up, Tammy? What's up, Renee? What's up, Shanika? What you seeing now is just them just being raw with it, right? And I think the shock is like, wow, they'll do this to anybody. Yeah, they will, right? So you see thousands and thousands of people protesting this in Minnesota, right? And then you see them just blatantly disarm this guy, which was feel like, I don't know if he had a CPL or what Minnesota's open carry law is or anything like that, but they took the gun off this guy and then they shot him multiple times. Even after he was clearly dead, they kept shooting him, right? And you have to understand the machine wants to see how far it can go, right? So they're doing all these things, right? Just like with the poke. Remember that? Put you in the house, give you an allotment of money, feed you, give you basically, they took care of you during the pandemic, right? They gave you what you needed. They made you stay in the house, told you couldn't go nowhere. They wanted to see and test what the public would do. Fed you misleading information. And it's taking me so long to think of this because I'm trying to sugarcoat this so the algorithm doesn't respond and like blank this out, right? So I'm trying to say words that doesn't flag the system. So when I'm thinking, I know what I want to say, but I have to articulate how I'm saying it, if that's okay. So when they gave y'all the poke, they told you now after the poke has happened, all this information is coming out that it wasn't what they said it was. It was bad. It was harmful. You seeing people get sick and different things are happening for people that took the poke. The people that told you to take the poke were lying. They're being exposed, right? However, they don't care, right? So we're going through these stages, and people are still asleep, right? We still doing the most popular things are still TikTok challenges, it's still dancing, it's still being asleep, right? We got all this information, that's trying to wake people up, but people are still asleep at the wheel, right? We have a whole, we have a whole, gosh, how do I put this? We have a whole leader that's saying, deliberately telling you. See, this is how this is how the machine has to move. This is how the ancient ones, I hate giving the devil props, right? So this is how the system moves. They have to tell you what they're doing, right? And the reason they tell you what they're doing and put it in your face is so because the laws of the universe, we guys are willingly going along with this, right? So you have all these distractions, and you seeing it right in your face that the world is a shit show right now, but no one's doing anything. We still distracted by, like I said, TikTok challenges. We're still distracted by our daily lives. We're still distracted by the playoffs and the NBA and the NFL and the Zeus Network and all these things, right? And they are literally killing people, literally violating, literally doing the most in front of your face. You are seeing the most evil times that humanity has pretty much seen in a long time, right? But if you know the history of humanity, this is just a repeat cycle. The only thing they're doing now, they erase history. You see this man in his administration trying to erase history the best he can right now, trying to whitewash history. But it's not a white and black thing, right? If it was a white and black thing, the people that they just killed weren't immigrants. The lady in Minnesota, she wasn't Hispanic, she wasn't black, she was white. The guy they killed today, he wasn't black, he wasn't Hispanic, he was white. And so people thought, like, oh yeah, we were safe because I'm this color, but you're not. If you're not on their side of the fence, which is evil, and you're on the other side of the fence, or in the middle, which is chateau cattle, meaning that you just go along with anything that happens, and they do whatever they want to, and you just go along with it. That those are the sides, right? There's an agenda out here that's going to you either going to be um, a have or a have not. There won't be any middle. That's part of the agenda. If you haven't looked at the plans that they had before the Don got into power, and he tried to deny it, but clearly everything that they said they were going to do in agenda. How do I put this? Because I don't want this to flag this. Everything that they said they were going to do, and if you guys remember before the election, what is this AGE NDA 20? I'm even going to say the number because that might flag it, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, that's fake. That doesn't exist. But everything they said they were going to do in that plan is happening. Everything that the people that they said with the aluminum hats and the conspiracy theories and all this stuff, we got nuts and all this stuff is coming to pass right in front of people, right? But yet and still, the majority of people are still asleep. The majority of people are acting like an ostrich, putting their head in the sand, and the shit is still hitting the fan right around you, right? So, what do? You see that they don't give a damn, right? That you see that they're killing people openly, and the administration is making false excuses. And if you black, you've dealt with this your whole life. You've seen them, oh, you're a thug and you're a villain and you're this and you're that. And they make up these excuses to break the law and kill people and do all this other stuff, right? You're seeing this happen to now white folks. You're seeing this happen to anybody, right? So that's telling you it's not about black or white. It's about evil and good. That's what it's really about. It's about the children of the light and the children of the dark. And if you spend time learning and in your word, you will know these things, right? But the distraction is to spend time and everything else but getting knowledge and understanding and wisdom and how to apply it, right? you think you think it's gonna go away, and you could just put your head in the sand and things are gonna change. No, baby, no. It's only gonna get worse. And the reason that is because when good people do nothing, evil prevails, right? So if we all don't engage in changing the narrative, changing the situation, there is no good parties. It's all part of one agenda. There is no the blues, which I'm not talking about Crips and Bloods. I'm talking about Democrat and Republican. And I hate the fact that I have to sit here and try to dance around what I really want to say. Um, because I have to now, because even though we have these outlets to speak the truth, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and all these things, right? They're still monitored and they're still narrated. So I still have to watch what I say. So I'm still uh, have to dance on this line to get y'all the message. But the message, you have to wake up, right? If you're on this channel, and if you're new to the channel, I talk about real shit. It's man versus the machine. It's like Neo versus the Matrix. That's what we here for, right? I'm trying to wake y'all up before it's too late. I'm trying to wake y'all up before you don't have a chance. And it seems like people still want to stick their hand in the sand. If you're not familiar with the term of an ostrich, no, I've never seen an ostrich do this, but they say when danger comes, an ostrich will put its head in the sand and try to avoid situations, right? I've seen an ostrich at the zoo. I've never seen one in the wild, and I've seen one on the fucking safari thing, right? I don't think ostriches do that. It's a big ass bird. It seems pretty mean to me, but and it's got claws like this long. You should want to fight. It can run like 60 miles an hour. However, but they say that ostriches put their heads in the sand when danger comes, but the danger's still there. So if you put your head in the sand on a lion or whatever the hell was coming to eat you, it's still gonna eat you. You just got your head in the sand, you're not fighting, right? They want the majority of people to put their head in the sand, right? So you're seeing them test out what the population's response is going to be to these actions, right? They're showing you they're killing people right in front of you, right? I just watched the guys. This is like Grand Theft Auto. They just killed this man. I done seen it from about 5 or 6 different angles. They just killed this man in front of you. They killed that woman in front of you. And they keep doing these things. Now, you saw black people get killed for years, right? You saw Hispanics get killed for years. Now it's happening to white people. And now you're understanding it's not about race. It's about devils, God's people, and Satan's people. And there is no in between. You can't hide. You can't put your face in the sand. You can't do any of these things, right? War is coming. Shit is coming. Shit is hitting the fan. You know what? That's the way I'm going to put this. Yeah, I'll use acronyms to say what I want to say. So, you have to be prepared. You have to get your head out of the sand, right? You have to prepare yourself for what's going on. You being cute, you having just money and not being prepared for this shit when they shut the money down and they chip you up. They put these nano bites in you, and like I said, they try to make it seem like people were crazy. But everything that you've been hearing for the last 10, 15 years, right? They're doing right in front of you, and they're not hiding it. They're talking about it in plain terms. The Don doesn't sugarcoat shit. He tells you, so I'm gonna go take this guy from his country and bring him over here, and I'm gonna take their oil. I'm gonna take their resources. Then after he does that to him, he goes and tells the other country that's our allies that I'm gonna take their shit too, right? So you're seeing this in full view, right? We still dancing doing all this shit, right? And the world is literally going to hell in a handbasket right in front of you. You can dance, you can do all the TikTok challenges you fucking want. But when this stuff hits the fan and you're not in a position to help yourself and help your family, you are toast, right? We look at it as Minnesota, right? Who the hell lives out there? It's in the code, some state that, like, who wants to be there, right? And it seems far away, but it's coming to a city near you, right? It is coming to a city near you. Minnesota can just as easy be Detroit, just as easy be Dallas, just as easily be Houston, just as easily be Atlanta. And they're not playing. Y'all have to wake up. These man versus machines aren't for everybody. My channel, I talk to chosen people. And I talk to chosen people because chosen people are the ones that can make the difference. Many are called, few are chosen. And y'all have to understand that the reason I talk to chosen people because chosen people have a God-given ability to affect this earth. Everyone put on this earth has a reason and a purpose of being here. There's a reason you woke up this morning and thousands, maybe millions of people did. It's a reason God put you here. It's a reason that you're not in the casket and somebody else is. It's a reason that you're not been human trafficked yet and somebody else has. It's a reason that you made it home when somebody else died in a car accident. It's the reason somebody didn't put a bullet in your head. You have to understand that you have a purpose and a reason to be here. Their job, the machine's job, the principalities of wickedness job is to make you think that you aren't powerful, and you really are as an individual. Each person on this line, each person on this planet, right, has a different ability that God put you on this earth to do, right? The reason I made this channel is because God gave me the gift of being able to talk to people, and the experiences and all the hell I've been through, right, are testimonies. Everything that you individually been through is a testimony to somebody else that can help somebody else, that can change somebody else's life, right? Your life, your abilities are not for yourself, chosen one. Your abilities as a chosen one is for, and then we use this term, and it pisses me off that I even have to use this term, chosen one, because it gets milked down and it gets thinned out, and it's just oh, chosen one, blah blah blah. No, it's very important being chosen. The chosen people in the Bible, right? They had gifts that not just affected them, but affected the whole world at the time, the whole known world at the time. You seeing evil play itself out, right? And it's not being um, responded to, right? It's like the bad guys are doing whatever the hell they want, and the good guys are asleep. We dancing, we having a good time, and the fucking house is burning up around us, right? And even the people that's supposed to be good guys are bad guys and making a mockery of God and what we're supposed to be doing. So you got people leading people away. They're supposed to be in positions of power, right? So that's why, like I said, when Drewski made his thing, if y'all was on the live the other day, when Drewski made that video making fun of uh, mega churches and stuff like that, right? The people that are chosen by God are asleep. We seeing this so he can make a mockery of it because it's the truth. And the truth is that the evils are winning because the good guys are asleep. It's like the Avengers, right? Just say we all seen the Avengers. We should have, like, unless you live in a cave, right? So imagine Thor, the Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, right? No Thanos is coming and ain't do shit about it. They sat at whatever the Justice League's had. Not the Justice League. I'm talking about the Avengers, not the Justice League. I don't want to mix that up. Imagine the superheroes, and that's what you are as a chosen. You're a freaking superhero. You just acting like a normal person. What does it say? How do you know this? What are you talking about? The chosen people. are superheroes. What are you talking about? You are all gods, but you should die like men for lack of understanding. You are all, I didn't say it. Jesus said it. You are all gods, lowercase g, but you should die like men for lack of understanding. Right? So imagine the Avengers, the Black Panther, and everybody else don't do nothing, and they know Thanos is wilding out. The administration, the Don, pretty much like Thanos. He never Thanos told them what he was gonna do. Right? I'm gonna kill everybody and half the people in the universe. The Don has showed you that he would do anything, and it's not just him, because the blue and the red are the same thing. They're all aligned with the same agenda. And you know the naughty, and we talk about those guys, these guys. Um, they're all in the same boat. Their job was to make it seem to you, to me, that it was a difference between them. Same agenda. Uh, Mr. You know what I'm talking about. I talk like this because I'm trying to figure out how to say this without flagging this. Mr. Obama, they was all the fucking same. All right. he his job, the same thing when how the Don took Maduro, uh, Barack took Gaddafi, right? And look into it. If when they tried to make a gold standard and not deal with the bank in the middle, I don't know. Jesus even had to talk in parables because the devil would hear what he was talking about. So it's crazy that I'm trying to talk in parables to y'all. So the bank in the middle, the central, yeah. So they was trying to get away from that. So then they invaded Libya. So there's nothing. Now he's a blue guy and this is a red guy. I'm gonna take his resources. I'm gonna take this country's resources. I'm gonna steal their president. They went over there and killed this. They kidnapped him recently and took him and took their resources. A few years before that, a couple presidents before that, they killed this man and took their country's resources. Same thing with Iraq. Y'all gotta understand, bro. Like there is no. It's because they white. It's because they black. It's because they Chinese. It's because they Mexican. No, it's good versus evil. And now you're seeing that. And you chosen ones, you ones with abilities to talk. My ability that God gave me was to be able to speak to y'all through these podcasts and music and stuff, other stuff that I did, right? You have to be who you're called to be. So, like I said, imagine the Avengers just sitting there knowing Thanos, and Thanos is just like the Don. He told them exactly what he was going to do, right? So imagine knowing and seeing these evils, and no one does anything. The only thing is, right? There is no Captain America. There is no Hulk. There is no Black Panther. That's you. That's me. There is no one coming to save you. The people that are supposed to do the saving are already here. You are the superheroes. God has you here for a purpose. Everything, all these powers, all these abilities to change the world are in you that's watching this podcast. It's in a lot of you. It's a lot of demons and devils and Jezebels and narcissists and all types of shit that monitoring spirits watching this thing too. The adversaries, the ops, is watching this video too. And they're hoping that you chosen ones stay asleep. They're hoping that you don't do nothing. They're hoping that you let them go about the plan that they have established for you. That's why they test things out. They was hoping that we would allow them to keep us in the house and accept pokes. They were hoping that we would just do and listen to anything they say and allow it. They were hoping that they can just paint a narrative and people just believe it and see. And they were hoping to keep us divided, right? So when it was George Floyd getting murdered, he was off fentanyl and he was off this and he was off that, and they paint all these narratives. It was okay because they kept us divided, right? They thought it would be okay because they kept us divided. We can just kill these colored people and these colored people, and we'll paint a narrative, and the people would go with it, and they would keep us divided. So you would have um, a certain type of people, MAGAs, that would say would just, oh yeah, he was a criminal, he was a crook, and we stand behind the blue, and they can do whatever they want. Now you got the ICEs even coming after the blue. They don't give a damn. They're on an assignment. They're coming after this color. Oh, that's still kind of yellowish brown, white, black. They don't care, right? Because it's not about that. It's about good and evil. But they had us divided and sleep and thinking that will remain asleep. And if we remain asleep, like I said, just and I hate to quote it because well, I think that was from Spider Man. When good people, or what do you say in Spider Man? With great power comes great responsibility. A lot of us was born with great powers and abilities, but we refuse to use it. And that's what the machine. That's what the principalities of wickedness in high places. And when I speak that, I'm speaking Ephesians 6, chapter 6. Go through that. What I'm talking about is the spiritual realm that you can't see. They're banking on you not waking up. They're banking on you just being sheep. They're banking on you just allowing them to continue to do what they've done for thousands of years, right? But you have to wake up. You have to put yourself in position to win, right? We've been putting ourselves in a position to stay asleep or just allow these things to happen, right? And now they're happening at a rapid pace. And their thoughts is they're not going to do anything. They haven't done anything. We didn't lull them to sleep. We didn't rock them to sleep. And they're not going to do anything. The chosen ones aren't going to do anything. The people God gave these abilities to counter the evil aren't going to do anything. And so this is why you see them act so boldly. Because time after time, they've killed leaders, kidnapped leaders, they've oppressed us, they kept us down, and we just go along with it. Whatever they say, we just march along to the tune, right? And so now we're at this point in time in history where on one side you have the availability of knowledge, everything that they was trying to hide and try to lie. Well, not everything, but a lot of things that they were trying to lie and hide is being exposed, right? The truth is coming out. However, the truth is coming out and people still remain asleep. How is that? Why is that? Because it's more comfortable to step out of the fight than to step into the fight. But what you don't understand is the fight is coming to you one way or another. This is about ancient evil, right? Ancient evil. We take the mask off, the Don and the administration and the administrations before him and the machine. Behind that is wickedness that came from Genesis. Literally, Genesis. And I'm talking about Genesis in your Bible. We're talking about the fallen and all these other things. And when I talk to you, and I know because the infiltration of these evils in the modern church, right? It's your season. They only talk about money and prosperity and these things, right? But the truth is, and that why these books that you have to seek out, which are available to y'all, Enoch and stuff like that, so you get an understanding of what's really going on, jubilees and stuff like this. They hid the stuff for you for so long, is to keep you asleep, keep you divided, keep us divided. Um, and it's bigger. It's bigger than race. It's bigger than money. It's bigger than status. It's purely and simply evil versus good. And the sad part about it is that we've been distracted for so long. We've been oppressed for so long. We've been divided for so long. We've been confused for so long. We've been lied to for so long that we just go along with a lie. Imagine me sitting here, right? And I'm just telling y'all lies. Bullshit, right? I'm just telling y'all bullshit. And y'all just accept it for whatever I'm saying. Everything. And I'm feeding you bullshit and you know it's bullshit, but you just gonna let it ride. This is what you're seeing today. You seeing them kill people, feed you with a lie, right? It's not the first time it's happened. It's just the first time it's happened and to a different race, right? It's the first time they just killing white people, white women. And you're seeing it and they don't care, but still nobody has done it. Anything about it. Well, people are trying to do anything about it, but the majority of us are still asleep or our head in the sand thinking it's just going to pass us by. And it's crazy because it's not going to pass you by. This is nothing new that we're seeing, right? We all know that they killed Martin. That's a whole lawsuit against the government that was won, and it was proven that they killed this man, leader, right? Same with Malcolm, right? But now you're seeing, same with JFK, right? Same with Lincoln. This shit has been going on for so long, and we just put our head in the sand. But it comes a point in the time, even for the ostrich, when it puts its head in the sand, that the predator is going to get you. This is the time that the predator is going to get you. End game. Just like Thanos. This is the end game. When they're telling you and showing you exactly what they're going to do, it's not covert, it's not hidden, they're not lying about it, they're not playing any games, they're not trying to masquerade. They're doing exactly what they said they were going to do. And we, as the opposition to what they're trying to do, have our head in the sand or still asleep. Can't keep hitting the snooze alarm. Can't keep worrying about the distractions. The distractions are going to get you killed. How do I know? I just told you. Jesus himself said it. You're all gods, but you die like men for lack of understanding. If you don't believe me, we all got phones. Go Google exactly what I just said and ask who said it. When did Jesus say, you should all die like men for lack of understanding? You're all gods, but should die like men. Not the capital G. You're not the Father, but you're children of the Most High God, which makes you a God. But you should die like men for lack of understanding. And you're seeing it right now. You are seeing the attack on good. It's not just an attack on immigrants. It's not just an attack on blacks. It's not just an attack on whites. You're seeing an attack on good versus evil. That's what you're seeing. So when are you chosen ones, so-called chosen ones, going to stand up? It's a catchphrase now. That's why I don't like using it. But I have to. What's up, Randy? What's up, Miss T? It's a catchphrase now. Chosen ones. Oh, you're all chosen ones. But okay, chosen ones. When we going to do something? When we going to stand up? I don't know what you guys' ability are. God gave me the ability to speak so I can try to wake y'all up. However, if we don't become unified like they're unified, we shall all die like men for lack of understanding. Right? You're seeing different agendas push different things year after year after year. And now it's just out in the open anarchy. So we have to, number one, put ourselves in the position to win. How do you do that? Well, since the system is financial based, you got to put yourself in a position of power, right? We can't keep operating from a system of weakness. That means us as chosen people have to come together because we need to put our finances together. We need to put our resources together, right? We got to stop spending time being distracted by shit that's not going to do anything to benefit us. What do I mean? The information that you take in, right? If I spend all my time, right, just watching TV and watching shit that's not going to benefit or help me, right? How do I gain knowledge? We have to gain knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of what's going on, right? Then you have to not just it makes no difference of just how many of y'all went to school, went to college, right? If you don't apply what you learn, then it does you no good. You can get a degree, but if you're not applying what was in that degree or what you learned, or you can go get a skilled trade. I got an HVAC, right? But I'm not even working in the HVAC. I have my HVAC license, right? So I'm not applying it to anything. So it's useless to me, basically. My HVAC license, I spent thousands of dollars to go get it, to go to school and go get it, right? It's not doing me any good because I'm not working on heating and cooling, right? The same thing with the knowledge that we get. You can sit on here, right? You can listen to me. You can listen to any of these other podcasters. You can get all this information, right? The reason I drop some of the stuff I'll be dropping on my stories is because I didn't told y'all this before. So the things I dropped today, right? Indigenous people. When I was telling you, and other people have been telling you, and some of them been wiped because of them giving you knowledge. A lot of people that have started on this channel and different channels and started on Instagram and TikTok, you don't even see them no more because they was giving y'all knowledge. Does that not resonate to y'all? That are people that have been telling y'all the truth. Dane, I don't want to say his name because it might trigger the algorithm, right? Dane was telling y'all about the original indigenous people of this continent, right? So today I dropped one of those indigenous people, Indians, became a senator in Mississippi. I dropped a bunch of stuff about indigenous people and videos, real life, not AI, real shit about who the indigenous people of this Turtle Island is, right? These what's up? G4 Ghost. I dropped a lot of that information on my story today, right? And the reason I drop certain things is because I've been telling y'all, showing y'all just things for you. I'm not just dropping just random stuff on my stories, just like out of nowhere. It's like I've been telling you these things, and there's somebody else telling you now, showing you the truth, right? $5 Indian and things like this. All this information. What's up, Augustine? All this information is there, right? But if you intake the information, you don't apply it, it's useless, right? What's the good if you going, you getting all the knowledge, you seeing all this stuff that's out there, you seeing all these things. These things are not fake, right? The Nephilim, they were real, right? The things that they've been trying to cover up from you are real. TARDIS is real. Them taking a person, right, a president of another country, that's fucking illegal. That violates so many treaties and global and national treaties. All the things you see and all this wisdom and knowledge and these things that are out there, right? When they tell you about why they killed this person or why Gaddafi and why Saddam and why they really went into Afghanistan and why they really went into all these places and these things, right? You gain this knowledge, but we just sit there and we don't do anything with the knowledge, right? It's useless. The more important thing is when you gain knowledge of self, right? What did God put you on this planet to do, right? When you gain knowledge of self, and this I'm really speaking to the people that are called to be greater than who they are, right? You know something inside of you is telling you to do more than who you've been and who you're acting like, right? You have this knowledge and you start gaining this knowledge yourself. You've been praying, you've been seeking to become the best version of you, right? But you don't do nothing with it. This is just like me lifting weights, right? And I get real big for nothing. I got real big for nothing, right? I lift all these weights and I'm still a punk, right? I lift all these weights and I go and get beat up or I don't do nothing with it, right? What's the point? What's the point of you gaining all this knowledge and not applying it? You see the destruction that's going on around you. And that's what they bank on. That's what the machine banks on. It banks on the children of God, the people of God, the chosen ones not doing anything. What's the point of gaining all this knowledge and not applying it? Or ignoring the knowledge and it's out there, right? You got to get to the point, and let's get on the real track now that I talked about that. We was freestyling for a minute, but let's get to the point. Chosen ones. It's got to come a point where you got to get, if you want to be the best version of you, you got to get sick of you. You got to get sick of the parts of you that are stopping you from becoming the best version of you. If you really want to reach your true potential, right, your full potential, you got to get pissed at the things in the you that are stopping you from becoming that, right? You have to stop blaming shit on everybody else, and you have to get pissed off at yourself enough to want to be better, want to be what the hell you were called to be. What's up, Mike Jack? Um, you have to get sick of you to the point where you really make the changes, when you really like, I'm going in for this. And the reason I say this and it's so important is because the world needs you to be the best version of you. I need you to be the best version of you. You need me to be the best version of me. If not, we're all fucked. Because we see them doing exactly what they said and they plan to do and put it right in our faces. There is no excuse. You can stick your head in the sand all you want to, but the stuff is coming down the pipeline. And now you got a clear view that it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Mexican, orange, purple, or green. They will come get your ass, drag you outside in the street, and shoot you dead in the street. So what are we gonna do about it? There ain't nobody can sit here and say, oh, that only happens to black people. I'm white. Nah, it's happening to white folks now. So it's not about a black or white thing. Now you get to clearly see what us ones that have been woke have been telling you. It's not about black or white or purple or orange or green or any of that. Y'all thought the orange guy was the savior. And now you saying that the orange guy ain't the savior. He's the problem. Shit. It would surprise me if he was Damien himself from the, what was it? Was the movie when the dude walked down the stairs, the Antichrist. It wouldn't surprise me if he pulled the whole mask off. Now you even seeing people from the naughty themselves come online and try to wake y'all up. Say we telling you, they're people that used to be um, witches and warlocks and satanic telling you. You see, you have the information, chosen ones. You have the information. It's not hidden. You're seeing that these movies have truth to them. You're seeing it in 3D. You have a whole commander in chief. Like I said, I'm doing this so the algorithm won't catch it. You have a whole that tells you, I'm gonna go do this. I'm taking a who when in the history of the world you had Nazi Germany, you had imperialism Japan. When they just come out and tell you, like, I'm gonna just go take these people's shit. Who just told you he was gonna do the Greenland? We don't want to join you. I'm coming to take it, and nobody gonna stop me. He went against all his allies, right? The whole NATO, the whole EU. Don't care. They're telling you what they're gonna do. And what does we do as citizens and people? Nothing. And that's what they're banking on. But it's not. It's bigger than just um that island of, what do he call it? He called it the island of ice. And I'm like I said again, if you just came on here, I'm saying certain things so I don't trigger the algorithm, and I haven't yet, so I must be doing good at that. And then you have the divide. So you have to get tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired. You have to be sick and tired of your past years being just like your present year. And the only reason it's that way is because we haven't stepped into our calling. We haven't truly stepped into our anointing, right? We sticking our head in the sand, waiting for someone to come save us, and everything to save us is in us, right? You're looking for something to come out of the sky, and God is in you. The talent is in you, but we use it for the wrong things, or we don't use it at all, right? We continue to hide our light, hide our power, hide our strength, and just everything around us that's evil wins. When good people do nothing, evil prevails, right? It's a reason that you gifted. It's a reason that you still have breath in your body. It's a reason that you're not like the other people that didn't wake up today. There's a purpose for you, and your purpose is bigger than you, right? It's a reason you see these rich people and they say, like, man, it's something more to this. Y'all go on Instagram every day and you see these people trying to help you. Some of it's fake. Probably a lot of it's fake. But there's some genuine people out there that's trying to help y'all to get rich, trying to help y'all to get y'all credit score together, trying to help y'all to elevate to a different level, right? But we ignore that. We want to be entertained instead of wanting to be intelligent or elevate, right? It's more easier to be entertained and pacified and put your head in the sand, right, than it is to put the work in, to put the discipline in, to elevate, right? So you have to become, it has to get to a point, right, and it has to come quick because we're running out of time. The opposition is not playing with you. The ops, they're not playing. You see it. They don't care. Three bodies, and I'm just talking in a microcosm. That's not even everything else that they're doing. We can just talk about the Cube people, the ICE people. Three bodies in less than a month, right? And an administration sitting here trying to feed y'all lies and cover it up. Won't even do investigations. So you see, they're not playing with us, but we keep playing with them. We'd rather be entertained than elevate, right? We'd rather be entertained than engage with our opposition, with our enemy, as if they're going to have compassion or have pity on us. They never had pity on us. They killed everything and wiped out everything that was in their way from the beginning of time. From Cain to now. Same thing. This is what you're seeing. Children of Cain. You are of your father, the devil, and no truth was in you. Because he was a liar from the beginning. This is what you're saying. This is what you're saying. Children of God, children of the devil. No in between. So you children of the light have to make a decision. You can keep your head in the sand, or are you going to step into your power, step into your ability? Are you going to be sick and tired of your shit, of you not being who God created you to be? That's what it comes down to. I'm sick and tired of my shit. Just talking to my boy today about it. Same ideas and the same capabilities and the same thoughts that we had since we've been talking about the same thing over and over since we were 15, 14 years old. Same mindset, just the discipline to apply it. You have to get tired of being at the bottom. You have to be tired of being mediocre if you want to be great. Greatness requires you being sick of the shit that has kept you from being who you know you could be, who God called you to be. What's up, Sharon? That's the only way we make change. Me, every other podcaster, every other person that is speaking positivity and light, I can give you all the information. I can tell you some stuff that will scare the shit out of you. But it does nothing if we don't apply it. Y'all can go in here and like I said, I literally posted the truth. You can see it now. I remember when Dane, we used to talk about it a couple years ago. I don't even see him on here no more. They didn't ran him off the internet, I think. When he was talking about the true indigenous people of America. You see it now. They're not even hiding. There's videos of it, right? and you seeing this information. I just posted it on my story, Instagram and Facebook, if you want to see it, showing you the true indigenous people of this country, right? We can show y'all all the information y'all want, but if y'all don't take it and use it and apply it, it means nothing. Same thing for myself. All these ideas and all these things, right? All the opportunities, and we go and blame God. And I was thinking about this, like, why am I not where I need to be in life? Why haven't I reached my full potential? It's not that God didn't give me the opportunities. It's when He presented the opportunities, either I didn't have the discipline to stay with what was going on, or I squandered what I had. You have to get sick of being you, or you have to get sick of being what stopped you from being who you say you want to be, or who you know God called you to be. I can't blame God for all the times that I've made tons of money and didn't put the money into the right things or use the money for the right things. I can't blame God when He showed me this person wasn't good to be around, or this thing or this place wasn't good to be around, and I still did it, or I still linked up with these people, or spent my time and spent my resources dealing with people that I knew wasn't on the same level of vibration or where I was trying to be, or trying to get to, or trying to do. I can't blame God for me wasting even this. Where's this one right here? I can't blame God for this multi-$1,000 chain for what? And I could have bought rental properties with it. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You have to get sick and tired of your shit for you to become who you want to be, to obtain the your full potential, right? You have to take accountability. You have to become sick of being mediocre. You have to become sick of being lesser than who you know you're capable of being, to be who you truly are supposed to be. And the world is depending on you being the full potential you, right? Of you being the best version of you. Not because of appearance or fame or any of that things. The world really needs you to be you, so you can help other people to become the best version of themselves, so they can help someone else too, so we can put down the evils that are going on in this world. The chosen ones, the people with these abilities to stop the evil, is playing, and the evil's not playing with us. They're not fucking around at all. And they're showing you in 3D what they're capable of, and the lack of compassion that they have. And it's sad when you watch these videos, you see the people, they're out there like, how could you do this? You guys are monsters. And they don't give a fuck. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. How do you combat that? You have to step into your purpose. You have to step into your calling, or nothing is going to change. Not at all. And it's go time. It's go time. There is no, like I said before, if you watch these Man vs. Machines, there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There won't be a middle class. There won't be no in between. You're seeing it in 3D. What's up, China? What's up, Tatiana? What's up, Leo? You're seeing it in 3D. You have to become the you that God called you to be. You're seeing evil in its purest form. What's up, Too Pretty? You are seeing evil in its purest form. What are you going to do about it? You're just going to go and look, or are you going to be the change agent in this world? That's what you was put in this world to be, as a change agent. I can't even tell you how many people. I can't even tell you how many people I was seen die and put in caskets, how many friends I lost, how many associates I lost, how many just random shits I didn't see, right? And a lot of the same thing, those people, matter of fact, I'll tell you some, a lot of those people I've seen that died, people my age that had heart attacks and younger than me that had heart attacks and just crazy things just to take people out, but you still here. Why is that? What's the difference between you and them? God still has something for you to do. That's the only difference, right? I posted this video, I think yesterday, right? I was doing 170 miles an hour in my Corvette on the freeway and videoing this shit, right? I done seen people die for way less than that. Way less than that. The only reason, and I was thinking about after I posted, like, the fuck was you thinking? Like, literally, what was you thinking? And I wasn't. I probably was drunk when I was doing it. However, I'm still here. You are here for a reason. So you have to get to the point, right? If you're going to be the change in a positive way, you got to become sick of everything that you've done in the past to stop you from being the change agent in this world for positivity. Like I said, it's a lot of, it's evil and it's good. It's not about white. It's not about black. It's not about yellow. It's evil and it's good. It's a lot of people that are put on this planet to continue to do evil. You seeing this in 3D. I'm not here to talk to them. I know they're on this channel or on this live watching because that's what evil does. It studies you so it can try to find a weakness so it can destroy you from being who you were supposed to be before you get a chance to develop into what God called you to be. Right? We talked about the type of Trojan horses, the way I want to call it, people that's put into your life to slow you down, to hinder you, to stop you from developing and becoming the person that you're supposed to be. And a lot of that, those Trojan horses come in the form of family, friends, people close to you, relationships, women, men, spouses that have been put in your life that stop you from truly fulfilling your purpose, right? How do you stop those things? You have to become sick of the shit. You got to start becoming sick of those type of people and those type of choices that keep allowing you to be around those type of people, or keep allowing you to allow those people in your life, right? The world needs you to be you. There ain't nothing coming to save you but you, right? But you. When we become sick of what we've done to hinder ourselves, right? Then we can really take the steps to elevate ourselves. And that's the thing. That's the hardest thing to do because that requires the discipline to put back the distractions, right? That requires the discipline to focus on what it really is that you're called to be, right? On what you're really called to do. That really takes the faith, right? Discipline is really faith because it's easy to go do and stay distracted. It's easy to go do a bunch of things. It was just like now on my way back from my neighbor's birthday party. I could have stopped at the bar, stopped at the club, kept the party going with them, or did anything. But what was the purpose of that? Nothing. Still love vibrational stuff. I love my neighbor, right? However, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now if I decided to go do that. That's the thing. It's like it's a lot of things that'll get you sidetracked, and everything don't physically or on the surface look bad, right? I told y'all just yesterday. I tell y'all all the time. Everything that the principalities of wickedness, your opposition in the spirit throws at you ain't gonna look like a negative thing, right? It ain't gonna come. Everything is not gonna be you can't pay the bills. Everything is not gonna be a violent confrontation. The devil attacks you in different ways, and you have to start understanding those challenges and those lessons and learn from them and not continue to make those mistakes. So how do you do that? You got to get sick of the things that have caused you to not be the greatest version of you. and quit repeating the same mistakes. The definition of insanity is repeating the same thing, expecting a different result, right? And how many times do we do that, right? I said we. I'm not talking like down to y'all. I'm talking the same thing to myself. How many opportunities, how many times that I got a bag and blew the bag or didn't put the bag in the right thing? Bought a lot of shit just sitting on my neck. Sitting on my neck. The house is like literally properties. And then you see people and you wonder like, well, how did they get those things? How do I get what I want? Or how do you know what I'm saying? But they're not smarter than you. They're disciplined. And at some point in time, they had to get sick of their situation and sick of what they've been. And why I'm saying that to y'all, children of the light, is because we need good millionaires, right? We need good people. So in the pulpits, we need good people running these mega churches. So there won't be skits by Drewski. You know what I'm saying? We need people in position to take the leadership positions of who the opposition killed. We need a new Malcolm. We need a new Martin, right? we need you to be who God created you to be. We need me to be who God created me to be. Else, we're fucked. And you see it. Because these people is doing their thing. The opposition is doing their thing. There is no more time. There is no tomorrow, right? You're running out of time to be mediocre. Mediocre is going to be in a slave class within the next couple of years. You know, I don't even understand how y'all couldn't believe it. Because everything that they told y'all for the last, let's just say when social media information was really popping. So let's just say the last 5 to 10 years. Everything that they tried to say was a conspiracy is happening, right? Y'all finding out and seeing shit and that they've been trying to hide for hundreds of years, right? Thousands of years. Y'all seeing it. And there's no debating it. They're not even trying to deny it anymore, right? And we see it. So how do y'all believe? How could you not believe that the agenda that they're trying to push upon y'all is fake, right? But we still sit here and we still stay distracted. We still don't apply ourselves to the best of our ability. We still not sick of being mediocre or at a low point. We still happy with stuff instead of having true wealth and having true identity, having true knowledge, or really applying the true knowledge. We cool with just having bags, having chains, having cars, having all this shit that they're going to take away in the next couple of years, right? Instead of being fulfilling purpose, right? And that's how you see like so many of these people that have gotten wealthy and they're still sitting here like, what do I do now? That's why you see so many people trying to teach like, I done got my money. Now I'm trying to teach other people how to get there. And we don't even tap into that. So you got to get to the point and you have to understand that you're running out of time. You're running out of time. You got to stop playing. You got to get sick of being, if you really want to become who you purpose to be, you really want to become the best version of yourself, you got to get sick of everything that has stopped you from being that to this point. You got to become pissed at yourself if you're not where you want to be. That's mentally, that's not just financially. That's financially, that's spiritually, and that's mentally. Because if you don't, you'll be destroyed. What's up, MD? Oh, TK out here. That's crazy. What's up, Tanya? What's up, Sierra? And we're running out of time. I don't know how many years. I would suggest 3 because how actively and how aggressively they're moving. The system is moving to destroy, to take over. And again, whole purpose of good people do nothing, evil prevails and persists. So you have to understand, like, the world is counting on you to be you. You really the real Avengers. Like, there ain't no Hawk. There ain't no gamma ray guy coming. The Thors ain't coming out the clouds. You the Thors. Use the Hawks. The people on this side of this video. You know what I'm saying? The talents that God gave you to help others. Right? It's not about yourself. You can only go so far worried about yourself, right? You can be the richest person on earth, but if all your focus is on you, you won't be happy, right? Your calling, your purpose, it's a reason why chosen ones, people are called, right? It's this burning desire in you to be more. It's this burning desire in you to make change. Because it's not about you. It's about yourself. You gotta just to go on this point, right? It was just to talk about Jesus, Son of God, God the whole time. His whole time down here, he helped other people. So if that's the standard, why do you think that everything is about you? The only person in existence that thought everything about him was Satan. Everything was about him. I shall ascend my throne over the Most High. Took everybody down with him. Well, not everybody, a third of heaven down with him. Right? Everything has consistently been about him. Right? That's how you understand the children of God and the children of the devil. You can sit here and a lot of the times we try to negotiate with devils, right? You you can't negotiate with evil. It doesn't, just like when you see these people, you guys are evil, you guys are devils, how can you do that? And they shot the man. They was beating the dude up. Then these people, you guys are evil, you guys are you why would you do this? What's wrong with you? And then they shot him right in front of these people. No remorse. No remorse. You guys are seeing in 3D exactly what they said they were going to do, exactly what they planned they're going to do. Yet, you remain asleep at the wheel, seeing evil, knowing that you have a purpose inside of you, right? Knowing that you have a higher calling and a higher reason of being on this planet. Knowing that you've been seeing sometimes like, how am I still here? What is the point of my existence, right? No test without testimony. Well, no testimony without a test. And I'm saying that here, everything that you've been through is a testimony. Every test that God put you through, everything that came up against you to destroy you and you're still here, is a testimony to somebody else. Is motivation to somebody else. It's somebody that's going through some of the things that you've been through and they don't think they can make it. And your story can change their life. We listen to music, right? The best rappers, the best artists, they telling the story of their past. And these songs that they create, right, help us to get through things that we going through. Those would be the best songs, right? The best artists, the most platinum artists and stuff like that, they telling stories, right? Your challenges that you've been through was a story. Something that you've been through, the test that you've been through that tried to destroy you, but you're still here, is motivation to somebody else, right? It's the knowledge and the wisdom that you got is motivation to somebody else. I'm only able to tell you these things is because of what I've been through, right? And what I've seen. But we have to start applying the shit because we're running out of time. Running out of time. The system, the machine is not playing. The principalities of wickedness and high places is not playing. We still playing. We still playing until you run out of time. And that's what we're doing. Got to step up. You got to get sick and tired of being whatever it was, doing whatever it is that was stopping you from becoming the best version of yourself. Gotta stop that. Can't continue to make the same mistakes. Can't continue to go the same route. If you want 2026 to truly be different, you can't make the same mistakes and have the same bad habits that you had in 25, 24, 23, 22, and so on. All right? We got to get sick and tired of the bullshit and really get active. Really become the greatest versions of ourselves if we're going to create the change. You stick your head in the sand all you want. and it's still coming down the pipeline. They have the same assignment as their father: steal, kill, and destroy. The system is not built to help you. The system was built to oppress you and destroy you. So it has to be changed from the outside. You have to become not sheep. You have to become the wolf, because we are being hunted, and you're seeing it in 3D. Man, rest in shit. Sorry if you just jumped on the live. We've been going for a little bit over an hour, but we have to become the best version of ourselves, and there is no tomorrow. And the fire that needs to get lit in front of you, if you're tired of being poor, if you're tired of being in bad relationships, if you're tired of being drained, if you're tired of being less than who you know you're capable of being, you gotta get sick and tired of the shit that was causing you to be that way. You can't look outside and blame everything else. You have to look inside and see, what do I need to change to become the best version of me? Right? What do I need to do to step it up? Another thing I've seen lately was Anton staying with him and Corey Holcomb. We can just jump on that because that's trending. All right. Y'all gotta understand, that's again with the system, and it's a distraction of what the system wants, the machine wants to happen. Diversion. You got two people in leadership positions, right, that are operating now on a low vibrational level. The thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people that they influence, right? Both of them come from a perspective of trying to enlighten people and trying to, no matter the tone, right, to speak truth or their truth against the system. Now the system has them at odds. Trickery. You gotta understand, bro, the divisiveness, right, and the attacks. We gotta elevate above that, bro. Like, it's sad when I see them, and I'm from the streets. I mean, I used to like talk shit, pop shit too. Well, as I grew older, I started understanding, like, damn, none of that shit has a positive effect on anything. It only caused dissension. It caused people to get hurt. Situations become violent and all these things, and it negatively affects everything that we was trying to do in a positive light, right? So everything that they've been doing, all the good that they tried to accomplish, and that's what their podcasts and their platforms is about, right? It's shrouded in negativity right now, right? No one's thinking about any of the good they said. All you see is dude talking about his wife and he talking about his kids. Nobody's getting to the root of what the hell they were trying to accomplish, which was awakening people, right? No matter what angle they came from, both of them platforms was built on trying to kick real shit to people so people will wake up and see the oppression that they under, right? But no one's thinking about that right now. All we thinking about is two individuals going back and forth that almost fought and talking shit to each other, right? I don't know Anton from a can of paint. I met Corey on several occasions. Cool dude when I met him. Now things about what he's possibly done in his past is resurfacing. So all that does is take away from the light, right? Or the good that he possibly was trying to do with his platform, right? Same thing with Anton. So you're letting the opposition, principalities and wickedness in places take you down. For the next months or years, nobody's going to take neither one of them serious anymore. All the good they were trying to do, all the enlightenment they were trying to bring, it's pretty much out the window because no one's going to take them serious. You guys aren't thinking about shit they was talking about prior to what
their engagement is. Everyone's thinking about now is like, is they really gonna fight? Is this gonna escalate to something? Or as he talked about his daughter again, or what is he gonna say next? That's the distraction that the enemy wants. Instead of talking about the issues that's really going on right now, where we got to get to, people are thinking about that. Um, we got to be smarter. We got to be wiser than that. And it's sad now that those two platforms, have been put down to such a low vibration. So it's time for somebody on the other end of this live. It's time for some of us other chosen ones to step up and take that mantle and take that weight. It's another it's another great podcast on the other side of this one. There's somebody on the other side of this screen that's got thoughts and testimonies that can reach people, right? It's time for you to step up, sir, ma'am. It's time for you to step up. It's time for you to become who you're supposed to be. It's a president on the other side of this screen. It's a lawyer. It's a judge. It's a doctor. It's somebody that God put a talent into you to be the best version of you. It's time for you to step up. It's a businesswoman. It's a businessman. It's a corporation on the other side of this screen. It's somebody with great ideas and great potential in them. And it's time for you to bring it to the forefront, right? Because time for playing is over. It's time for you to be who God put you on this earth to be, who God created you to be. And that's not mediocre. That's not simps. The chosen ones are called out for a purpose, for a reason, called out from amongst them, from amongst the sheep, from amongst the mediocre. It's time for you to become the greatest version of you for real. There is no tomorrow. Literally, you seeing them wild out and no shortage of terms. You seeing uh, the end unfolding right in front of you. What you gonna do? You stick your head in the sand, or you gonna become who God purposed you to be? You're gonna become a warrior. You're gonna become uh, the speaker. You're gonna become the change agent in this world, or you're just gonna stick your head in the sand and just let whatever be. And that outcome is gonna be disastrous if we do. It's just as simple as that. So, like I said, we've been on here for an hour. If you just joined in, uh, welcome, welcome. But you gotta understand, for you to become that, you gotta be sick of everything that has been hindering you from being that. Can't keep continuing doing the same thing expecting a different result. It's not gonna happen. So whatever was holding you back, the bad habits, the bad spending habits, the bad training of thought, putting yourself in bad places, surrounding yourself with the wrong people, the wrong relationships, the wrong family members, the wrong friends. If it's not helping you to elevate, it's causing you to sink. All right. It's time to let go of the anchors in our lives that have been hindering us from being great, from stopping us from being great. It's time to excel. It's time to put the foot on the gas because the opposition, the ops, they're not playing. What's up, Mariah? What's up, Leslie? The ops ain't playing. So we really, truly have to become the best versions of ourselves. We truly have to start walking in our purpose and walking in our calling. It's as simple as that. It's bigger than chains, it's bigger than cars, it's bigger than purses, it's bigger than bags, it's bigger than jewelry, it's bigger than self. Like I told you, like I dealt in sales and marketing for a long time. Um, the biggest thing has got to be your why, but your why has to be bigger than you, right? Your why got to be bigger than you. Do you want your children living in a world like this? Do you want yourself? Do you think this world that we living in right now is sustainable, right? Do you think all the things that are being exposed and uncovered is a world that you would want to live in, right? Do you want to continue to struggle? Do you want to continue to live check to check? Do you want to continue to fight these inner demons? Do you want to continue to be oppressed by these inner demons that you got? Do you want to continue to live in sadness, depression, um, poverty, these type of things? No one's coming to save you because everything to save you is already in you. You just need to bring it out of you. I think that's what we're gonna talk about on the next one. Is bringing the best version of you to the forefront. You know, we watching me do it, and fighting myself, getting sick of myself. How long are we gonna continue to play when we know there's greatness in us? How long are we gonna continue to be mediocre when we know there's greatness in us? How long are we gonna continue to be a thousandaire when we know we have a millionaire mindset, a billionaire mindset? You know? How long are we gonna continue to be lesser than what we know God called us to be? How long am I going to continue to wallow in the mud or act like a peasant when I know I'm a king or you know you're a queen? As simple as that. So, next Man vs. the Machine, we'll be on it. We're going to talk about some more. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight in the middle of the snowstorm. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tap in when y'all see the live. We on Instagram, we on YouTube, we on Facebook, we on TikTok, we on everything, every platform I can freaking think of. So make sure y'all tap in, Man vs. the Machine. We only bring positive light. I got time for no negativity. Like I said, it's time to become the best version of ourselves. And the best way to do that is get sick of being whatever stopped you from being the best version of you. Whatever was stopping you from elevating, it's time to put that shit in the past. We are seeing too much going on. The enemy is not playing. We see the machine is gearing up. And so the only way to stop it is for the children of the light to step into who they're supposed to be. All right, peace up, y'all.